Day I'm hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, 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 hustling.
Oh, welcome back to the Matrix. Matrix, you are the Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today, we got ourselves a banger daily market news and analysis. It is December 17, 2024, 8:05 Central Time. Let's get this party started, y'all. It says your audio is down. Is it down or was it the pre-thing? It's time. Second. Let's go. Yo, brother. Hey, fam. Morgan. Good morning, Ski. 5 Billy the first hour. Good morning, Ski. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Sounds good. As of the time of recording, Bitcoin is sitting at $107,000. $107,492. Kronos is pumping. They've been on the Wyckoff ski list for a minute now. Kronos has been on the Wyckoff for a minute. I don't just put them on there for funsies, y'all. If you make it on the Wyckoff ski list, brother, that's a coveted place to be. Many have tried. Few have succeeded. If I put it on the Wyckoff ski list, it's on there for good reason. Where is my crow? Where's my snare? Here it is. Is it pumping though? It looks good. Sonics of 15 mil by Friday. Absolute possibility. ICP prediction. ICP is on the Wyckoff ski list for a minute. It's still 100 to 140. Still to this day. Let's see if there's any breaking news. That's not what I do on this channel, but we'll look at the news. See if there's anything of importance. Nope. Bitcoin jumps a record. Nope. Cardano bullish. Nope. Okay, there's no news. Let's get back to the main thing. Let's keep the main thing the main thing. let's keep the main thing main thing. Make sure you guys are spamming the like button, hitting the share so other people can spam that like button. What's up with near protocol for today's date? I think you could do about a 3 to 5x from here. Near looks fine to me. A little bit of inflation, but nothing too crazy. He going to rebound? I think so. He is on the Wyckoff list. Good Morgan. I think so. I mean, look at looking beautiful. XRP not pumping as people shouting. XRP already did pump. Like, here's the thing. There is a significant amount of people that were not in XRP 2 months ago that now are. Right? But if you were in XRP 2 months ago, you would know that XRP did in fact pump. Right? This is the pump right here. Right? This is the thing that people were waiting for. Right? That's why XRP is not a value play for me anymore. I don't think so at all. Right? Because it's already at $2.50. My target since 30 cents. It did a 4x in a matter of 60 days. Like, that's 50 years of stock market gains. That's 60 years of stock market gains in 2 months. That's what XRP did. Okay? So when XRP does 2 or 50 years of stock market gains in 2 months, not even, because I'm like exaggerated now, actually. What's the exact number of days that this happened? Because it's been chopping for a little bit. So 30 days. In 28 days, XRP did 50 years of stock market gains. I'm not going to pretend like this is still a value play. This is no longer a value play. Right? That's no longer a value play. That doesn't mean if you bought XRP before then that you're not going to have more upside potential. But my thing is, like, if you weren't in XRP before then, I don't think you should get into it now. Because, like, my price target since 30 cents on XRP has been $5 as high as $14. That's still my target to this day. To this day. Do you think, Casper, thoughts, please? Listen. Casper was the Ondo of 2022. I had zero interest in Casper ever. The red one. We're not talking about the green one. I had zero interest in Casper ever. Way too much inflation. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. Do we think ICP goes above $100? I think so. What's a good entry for Chainlink? Chainlink's not a bad entry right now. This is how Casper went for me. I was asked about Casper in early 2023. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is literally how it went. Let's pretend like this is the first time I've ever heard of Casper. All right, we're going to pretend. This is exactly what happened. I pulled it up. They're like, what do you think about Casper, Ski? I was like, okay, let's take a look. And I looked at this chart. And I was like, no thanks. No thanks. Like, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? I have no interest in that. And that was the end of my Casper career. I heard about it in like February of 2023. I looked at this chart and I was like, no thanks. I have zero interest. I don't care if they're curing cancer. I have zero interest in this coin. I don't care if they're walking on water. They're delivering the presents to Christmas. And they're taking back everything that the Grinch stole. And they save Christmas. They cure cancer. I don't care. I have zero interest in investing in this coin. Because I have zero interest in investing in any coin that has a chart that looks like this. Zero. None. Not a little bit. Not some. None. Negative. And the thing is, like, to this day, it's still making new lows to this day. Like, bro, how have we been started the bull market for like a year now? Bitcoin is almost Like when I saw this, Bitcoin was at 20K. Bitcoin's now at $107,000, and Casper is still making new lows to this day. No, it's cooked, bro. But that's why, listen, if you want me, this is the thing about my channel. If you want me to be first, I'm rarely first. If you want me to like confirmation bias, if you buy something and you want me to confirm your bias, or if you sell something and you want me to confirm your bias, I'm not going to do that either. Sometimes I'll miss some things, like I didn't get in on Pinlink. But I always miss crap like this. Whenever I feel myself being herded to a coin, I'm out. I have no interest in it. And that has served me very well. Price prediction for XCC, 40 to 60 cents. What up, Ski? What up, Morgan? Looking to know whether I should swap my meme coin for DNX. Which meme coin? My tooth aches. Arrow plus Ondo. That's right. Arrow plus Ondo, to me, that's it. That's the 2023 Casper. Any good buys today? Lots of good buys today. Can you stake Solnic? You can liquidity mine Solnic. Jeffrey says, do you have Telegram or anything? Yes. 2 NFTs from hedge funds get you lifetime access. Here are some of my top value plays right now. Blue Chips, VET, Rose, ICP. Those are my top blue chips. Top memes. Solnic. Hee. Top AI. Flux. Dynex. Top DAP. Saucer Swap. There you go. That's just to name a few. I have more. Sup, man? Pepe versus Dynex. Yeah, I would swap Pepe for Dynex for sure. I don't think Pepe has that much more. Again, like I'm in the minority of this. I am in the deep minority. But when we pull up Pepe's market cap, it's at 10 billion and it's at the 1618. I'm in the deep minority on this. There's a lot of other creators that think that Pepe is going to do amazing, wonderful, magnificent things. I think Pepe might get to $20 to $30 billion market cap from here. Maybe. So yeah, no thanks. I'm cool on that. But I think that you're looking at a 1 to 1.5x, where I think Dynex will easily 10x from here. And like you honestly feel good about holding Dynex. Like, does anyone like actually like Pepe like that? Does anyone like, man, Pepe is the next best thing since sliced bread? Does anyone feel that way? So what do we got here? I wanted to show you this. Here you go. Here's the thing. Like, everyone's talking about quantum computing, right? Here is Dynex versus IBM versus Google versus D-Wave. All right. They have a Quibbit score of 15,000. Their Quibbits are 4 million. My God, 4,294,000,000. Like, the next best thing is D-Wave with 5,760. Like, the computational power of Dynex literally is the highest in the world right now. The market cap certainly does not reflect this. But there you go. That's my thoughts. It resonates with me. DNX. Ticker. Okay. Pepe's fine. It's probably going to be here. But, like, am I going to pretend like it's going to be here doing 100x from now? No, I don't think so. Damn, my lid was not on. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Good morning, Ski. Next year, when Sonic peaks, where will the retrace to the bottom be? $1. When we go to $5.89, we'll probably come back to what dollar? See, there's still time to make 100K. What are you starting with? If you're starting with $1, no. 88, $6 to $8. Is XDC going any higher? 40 cents is my target. API 3 is the top play for me. Link $80 to $180. When do you think the bull run will be over? 2026? VET or Suki? Thanks. Well, I trust in VT long term more. I think both of them are top values. Like VET is a top blue chip value for me. Suki is a top like mid to low cap value right now. So it depends on what you want. Do you want like purely upside potential? I would say Suki is gonna have that. Do you want upside potential with downside risk protection? I would say VET for sure. Do you want upside potential, downside risk with long-term hold potential? I would say VET. What about when it goes to $1? Yeah, and then $5.89 is the next one. SHIB will 5 to 10x. What's the blast chart looking like? The blast chart's not looking too bad, to be honest. I have concerns about their inflation, but their straight up chart doesn't look too bad. I think it could get to 6 cents. ICP thoughts? 100 to 140. Ski, what's your take on other creators saying that there's a super cycle and we won't get a bear market? Well, they say that every bull market. Literally every bull market, that's what they say. If that's what they're saying, then I guarantee you, then we will. I'm open to the possibility of it actually being different to the upside this time, but that's not what I think is probable. Thanks for the feast burst and the hearts, Jay. I appreciate you.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
ICP thoughts, 100 to 140. Can you tell me about Flux if you don't mind? Flux is essentially, it's the same thing, cloud computing. It's my favorite AI play. I've done a full deep dive on Flux. So this is your job every 4 years, get a bag from crypto. Yeah, pretty much. I help other people. That's my job. Where can I find it? I think you can find it on crypto.com. I think you can find it on Uphold. You can find it on BitUnex. What's your price prediction for Flux? $5 to $20. Can you check out IODEX technical analysis. Give me your prediction. Thanks. Retrace from $1 to 20, 30 cents. Probably, but yeah, maybe. The video went in depth. Oh, look up your boy Ski and then Flux. Your boy Ski AI. You really think Sony can go over $1? I think so. The math just ain't mathing? How's it not, bro? How's it not? So, in order for Sonic to get over $1, we would need just shy of $1 billion market cap. All right. So, right now, Pepe is not the largest meme. It's not the second largest meme. It's not the third largest meme. Pepe right now, before we have gotten into euphoria, is at a $10 billion market cap. So can Sona get to 1/10 of the market cap of Pepe in one whole year? How is the math not mathing? 1/10 of the market cap of Pepe right now. Before Pepe, I still think that Pepe is probably going to go to 20 or 30 billion. How's the math not mathing? If Peanut, that does absolutely nothing, can get to 1.5 billion. If Chill Guy, that does absolutely nothing, can get to 1 billion. Everything that Sonic is doing and has done, it absolutely can get to to 1 billion. It absolutely can do that. Yeah, IODEX looks really good. Really good. Retracement is 16 cents. Parabolic is 63 cents. Supra is brand new. I don't do TA on brand new stuff. Here's the deal, too. Like, eventually, I know that we're going to get there. Sooner or later, we will get there for sure. Is the crazy thing. All right. Litecoin 1,000. Look at linear finance. What is the ticker for that? Not enough data on that one, bro. Let Sona get to $1 and I can say I'm a meme coin millionaire. It's gonna happen, bro. Sooner or later. This bull market or the next. You're in finance. Your finance looks okay. Says I'm noticing that the XRP maxis is now becoming like Bitcoin maxis, one wave used now. Yeah, and like here's the deal, like XRP is not even the value anymore. Like XRP maybe will probably double from here, which is great if you compare it to the stock market. If you're going to compare it to literally any other cryptocurrency almost, it's going to underperform it. It's going to underperform it. Top 17 plays according to Ski. Solnic, HNT, Rose, ICP, Shiba, Dent, API3, Naka, IOTA, Flux, Theta, Krill, Suki, VeChain, Raven, Dynex, Saucer, top 18 plays according to Ski. Those are all in good value right now. High upside potential, low downside risk. All of those. Rock and roll says, again. Top 18 plays according to Ski. Solnick, HNT, Rose, ICP, Shiba, Dent, API3, Naka, Iota, Flux, Theta, Krill, Suki, VeChain, Hee, Raven, Dynex, Saucer Swap. This is a fluid list. Some coins get put on here. Some coins get taken off based on where they are as far as value. Example, XYO used to be on this list. XYO pumped. XYO is no longer on this list. It's still a decent value, but it was like my top value, right? Example, LCX was on this list. I think I said Krill, bro. Krill is on the list. LCX was on the list. LCX pumped. LCX is no longer on the list, right? I'm not going to keep something on the list just because I said it after it's already done a big move. Is LCX still decent value? Yeah, I think so. Like relatively. If it gets to $2. I got a quick question. Does it matter what platform you use to invest in crypto, or are they all the same? No, they're not all the same. You're going to get different rates on different exchanges for sure. You need to, in my opinion, you got to learn, and I'll make a video on this, but you need to learn how to store your crypto on a software wallet such as Trust, Exodus, Decent, Phantom. These are all free apps that you can store your crypto on. And then you have your hardware wallets. You have your hardware wallets like Ledger. You know, you have to pay for these, but this is where you can store your crypto. So example, every single bear market, meaning like the thing that causes it to be scary, every single time in 2022, in 2018, in 2014, every single time, every single bear market is caused by a major exchange going to zero. So what was it last time? FTX went to zero. Okay? And every time, this is how the game is played. The market goes up. An exchange gets over leveraged because they're greedy. They get exposed. They go to zero. And everyone who is storing their crypto on the exchange loses their crypto. It's not FDIC insured. Okay? But you can avoid this. So when FTX went to zero, the monetary value of my crypto went down. But I didn't lose any of my crypto because I was storing it on a wallet, right? So there's a saying, not your keys, not your crypto. Okay? So I view exchanges the same way I view public restrooms. Okay? I get in, I do my business, and then I get out. You should not be sitting down, bare cheeks, scrolling through TikTok on a public restroom. Get in, do your business, and get out. What does that mean? That means use the exchanges for what they're meant to be used for. Exchanging US dollar for crypto. And then store it somewhere else. Get in, do your business, and get out. Says, I camp out at the Buc-ee's restroom. Which wallets do you like? For hardware wallets, I use Ledger and Decent. For software wallets, I use I like Exodus. I like Trust Wallet. I like Phantom. I like Soulflare. Those are the main ones that I use. Buying $1,000 worth of Dynex will make me a millionaire. No, probably not. Maybe a 20,000-aire. Tezos is good. Do I need a hardware wallet? It's one extra blockage, right? So in order to do a transaction on a hardware wallet, not only do I need to confirm it on wherever, like the app, but I have to physically, like, press the buttons. Okay, I have to physically press the buttons. If I say, yes, I want to do this transaction, I have to press both buttons at the same time. So there is no, like, we're going to pull it out unless I give them access or I physically approve it. Right? So is that necessary? I don't think it's necessary. But is, $100 worth peace of mind? I think so. Is Ledger Nano X good? That's what I got. So you send it back to exchanges to sell? That's right. That's right. So for me personally, I'll tell you exactly what I do practically. I am comfortable with like $2,000 on an exchange. That's about where things start. I'm like, okay, a $2,000 loss is like, okay, whatever. It's not going to be like awesome, but I'm not going to like lose sleep over it. So I DCA until about $2,000 and then I send it away. So that's how I do it. How much does it cost to move from your Ledger Nano? It depends on the blockchain. So like Ethereum, it's going to cost $5, $10. Solana, it's going to cost 1 cent. And then usually the exchanges have like a flat rate that they're going to charge you on top of that. But once you're on the blockchain, it's whatever the gas fees are. Like XRP's 1 cent, XLM's 1 cent, Solana's 1 cent, HBAR's 1 cent. Those are all like extremely cheap blockchains to use, and that's what I prefer to use those if at all possible. That's why I don't use Ethereum. People are like, oh, why don't you love Ethereum? It's like, I don't love paying $20 to move money. I'm cool on that. Thanks for the answer. No problem. ETH will go up. Yeah, ETH will go up, but it's like unusable. So not only am I in this game for the return on investment potential, but I'm in this game for the actual technology. When high five season? March. If it's on a hardware wallet, will you lose your wallet and it's gone? That's correct. There are perks and there are negatives to being your own bank. If you are your own bank, you are responsible for your money. And that is liberating. And that's freeing. You are the captain of your ship. That's liberating. That is freeing. And also, if you are your own bank, that can be scary. You can mess things up. But once you do it a couple times, it's like riding a bike. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Any negative side to Coinbase wallet? Any wallet will work as long as the wallet gives you the 12 to 24 words. That's why they say, not your keys, not your crypto. When you sign up for a wallet, if they don't give you 12 words to write down, that wallet, that crypto does not actually belong to you. So any wallet will work as long as you safeguard your keys. Fireproof safe inside another big safe. That's right. That's why I have this too. Like, none of this is necessary. None of this is necessary. But here's where I keep my keys on my biggest wallet. This is fireproof. I could throw this and it's going to be fine. There are pluses and there are minuses to being your own bank. Right? If you're your own bank, that's liberating. But with every yin, there's a yang. There's responsibility. There's extra precautions that you need to take. If your own bank, if you are the own bank, though, you can make money just like the banks do by loaning out, by yield farming. Like, the people are like, should you save money? It's like, I don't know. The banks don't. If you give the bank $10, they're going to loan it out 10 different times. Why should you save money? They don't save money. You can do this in crypto. You can loan out your crypto and earn yield on it. Is there any room for air? What are you saying, Amber? Thoughts on the ledger? Ledger is fine. Jasmine, 10 to 12 cents. What amount would make 10K? Probably conservatively 20K. Bull case scenario, probably like realistically 10K. So if I have two very good gaming PCs, is it worth it to mine crypto? Try it. You could set up Nice Hash. Nice Hash is the easy mode on doing that. I like it. It depends on your power. Depends on like your PC. I think that honestly, if I knew everything that I know now, I do think that it is profitable and it's fun to mine. But everything that I know now, and I was starting today, I would probably just liquidity mine, because there's different headaches with physical mining that don't exist in liquidity mining. There's different infrastructure headaches. Like as you scale, this isn't really a problem as starting out, but like when you start to really scale, you got to scale your infrastructure too. And that's not really a thing in liquidity mining, but you can make similar yield. Exchange go down could be a good sign to exit the market. Okay, so when exchanges start falling, because it'll happen, that's more of like when the big one falls, actually, is like that's a sign that the bottom is in, actually. Yeah, that's right. That's a sign that the bottom is in. When a big exchange goes to zero, that's a sign that the bottom is in or it's near. Trying to look more into the fundamentals. The chart looks good to me. It looks more than okay. The chart looks amazing to me. I don't really care as much about the fundamentals, to be honest with you. I care about ROI, return on investment. What's your API 3 PP? Uniswap, anything that gives you 12 passkeys, that's your crypto. And as long as you safeguard those passkeys, you are safe. I think that at some point in the bull market, XRP will go to $5. All right, guys, we're going to switch to subscriber only. I will be live 8 p.m. Central Time tonight. We'll do a little bit longer of a live stream. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. I will never message you first. Those are scammers. I love you, but I'm not going to message you. Love you with all my heart, but I'm not going to message you. All right. All right. What do we want to look at, guys? Would you get Tangent if you're holding any on Bitcoin? Any wallet will work. You could just, if you're only, yeah. Any wallet will work. You just have to be. Bucky's has the best bathroom. VPZ, it depends on the gas fees. So like Solana is going to cost you 1 cent to move it onto an exchange. XRP will cost you 1 cent. It just depends on the blockchain. ETC price prediction 420. All right, let's start with Dynex. Dynex, listen, Dynex is the one that I'm like, it is just now starting to make chart structure. Is it more? Yeah, that's right. It is for more than that. It is for more than just that. It's for liquidity. Liquidity mining. All right, let's start off with Dynex. Can you get Dynex on Phantom? Dynex has their own wallet. Dynex is kind of a pain in the butt to store, to be honest with you. You might just be okay holding it on an exchange. Listen, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. As far as when we're talking about IOTX, the only thing that, or the major thing that I'm looking at the structure of the charts. Eli wants it all. Thanks for becoming a member, bro. I appreciate you.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Dynex has their own wallet that you can find on Coinbase. Okay, so when we look at this, you had your parabolic rise and a massive distribution. Okay, and then this is your markdown. And to me, it's in the beginning of accumulation. So, like, when we're talking about technical aspects, I actually think that it probably has a little bit more work to do. I don't think that you're buying this and it's going to go straight up tomorrow. I don't think that that's what's going to happen. I think that Dynex is going to chop for a little bit. Like purely technicals, I think that it's going to chop for a little bit like that. That's what I think is going to happen. And then you're going to get your sign of strength. And then your back test. But yeah, I think it could get to $3 as high as $5 pretty conservatively. And like I do think it has potential to get higher. That's what the charts would say, $3 to $5. I think that this one has potential to do a couple legs in one bull market, which would be like probably $20, somewhere in that neighborhood. Becoming a member is your first and best investment. I appreciate that, bro.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Bitcoin to 108. Let's go. All right, let's look at ETC. Hi, Ski. What up, fam? It just hit to 108. Let's go. 108. Don't be late. Yeah, ETC's chart looks amazing to me. Retracement at $92. Take 20% there. 20% at 123. 20% at 270. And 20% at 420 blazing. Any thoughts on Caspa? It's okay. I think you get to 50 cents. Maybe $1. Sushi. Let's look at the market cap on sushi. Can you do a deep dive on liquidity mining? Yeah, I'll do that. So Thursday is my last day of school until the 6th. So I'll have a little bit more time. Maybe I'll do a deep dive. All right, so we're going to look at market cap and ROI. So retracement is 1.3 billion. That's about a 1.5x. Price discovery is 3.29 billion. That's about a 5x. I would take profit here. Parabolic is 5.15 billion. That's about an 8.8x. I would take profit here. And then maximum parabolic, the last 20% is a 12x, 7.25 billion. It says, unlike Cliff, I'll watch it. Can you set up liquidity pools on any coin? Most coins. I'm not going to say any coin. You can set up liquidity pools on for Solnic. I know that. When I tell you guys there is no need for me to ever sell a single Solnic, I mean it with all of my heart. New account, new subscription. Eli, I think you're subscribed on like 6 different accounts. They keep banning. Like, what are you saying, bro? What are you saying? All right, guys. Speaking of school, I gotta go to school. But I'll be live tonight, 8 p.m. Central Time. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. What do you think Demio can do? All right, real quick. I'll be live tonight, and we'll do a longer one. 8 p.m. Central. Be there or be square. Demio looks good, bro. If you're square, you're not around. All right, retracement is 57 cents. Parabolic is $2 on Demio. All right, guys. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless. I'm out.
Damn, hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy,
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, 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 hustling. Every
Film.